Have you ever caught yourself saying, "Ugh, I shouldn't feel this way. Why can't I just get over this? I don't have time for this. I wish this feeling would go away. I need to fix this." Well, what if the struggle isn't necessarily the feeling? What if the struggle is the fight against the feeling? Let me say that again. What if the struggle isn't the feeling? What if the struggle is the fight against the feeling? Today, I'm going to explore the second step of the Lane Reset method, allow. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Laura's Lane. I'm Laura. I'm so glad that you're here. And today is episode 8 in the awareness series. And today we're exploring how to allow, to make space for what is already here. So sometimes we resist, right? Many of us spend a surprising amount of energy resisting what we're experiencing. Think about it. We resist being tired, being sad, being overwhelmed, being uncertain. We resist being embarrassed, being disappointed, being lonely. Sometimes we even resist joy. Sometimes we resist slowing down because stillness feels unfamiliar. How about when we spend so much energy trying to make this moment different that we just never even really fully experience the moment that we're actually in? So, what does it mean to allow? Allowing doesn't mean giving up. Let's just be clear. Let's say that again. Allowing doesn't mean giving up. It doesn't mean agreeing with everything that's happening. Okay? Allowing does not mean agreeing with everything that's happening. It doesn't mean pretending. It doesn't mean pretending something's okay when it really isn't. And it certainly doesn't mean staying stuck. Allowing means acknowledging what is here. Reality. What is reality now? What is here? Then we decide what comes next. So let's get an example. Imagine that you're standing outside, okay, and it begins to rain. So you could spend all of your energy, right, saying, "Well, I hate that it's raining. I don't like rain. Of course it rains when I come outside. Why is this happening? This shouldn't be happening. I wish it would stop," right? You could be the victim, right? Or you could simply say, "Oh, it's raining." That's allowing. That's recognizing reality. And once you acknowledge reality, you have choices, right? If you want, you can grab an umbrella. If you want, you can go inside. Or you can wait for the rain to pass. You might even decide to dance in the rain. That's the best one, right? But until you actually acknowledge what's happening, you're just fighting reality. So, sometimes life brings pain. Wah, wah. But, that's part of being human, unfortunately. And really, we create more suffering by fighting the experiences that we're in. I know this personally. If you're watching this, you probably have experienced it yourself. So let's talk about an arrow, okay? Let's say we get hit by an arrow. Ouch, right? That first arrow, let's just imagine that it's sadness, okay? We get hit with some sadness. But in some cases, comes a second self-inflicted arrow and sounds something like this. I shouldn't feel this pain. I shouldn't feel this sadness. What's wrong with me for feeling this sadness? I'll never change this sadness. I always do this. I always have sadness. So often this second arrow, the second one, hurts more than the first. And allowing gently removes that second arrow. It's acknowledging what is. So an everyday example might be like your child spills a glass of milk. And immediately you're like, "Oh, gosh, that's my nice rug," or whatever. But instead of pretending that you're not frustrated, maybe you just notice it. Ugh, I'm frustrated. Allow it. Take a breath. And then choose how you want to respond to that situation. Okay, imagine somebody at work criticizes your idea. Your stomach tightens. You feel defensive, and instead of reacting immediately, allow yourself to notice what's happening and what you're feeling. Then respond. Imagine someone doesn't text you back, and perhaps your mind immediately begins creating stories about why this person isn't texting you back. Who knows, right? And instead of believing every story and every thought that you come up with, can you just allow uncertainty to be there? You don't really know. You're creating all these stories, but do you really know? No. But sitting with that uncertainty, just notice it. Breathe. Be like, I don't know why. Healthier option, right? So imagine receiving unexpected news, maybe about your health, and then fear starts to show up. And instead of telling yourself, oh, I shouldn't be scared, I shouldn't be scared, don't be scared, don't be scared, just acknowledge, I'm scared. In this moment right now, I'm scared. I'm really unsure. And there's something that's incredibly healing about no longer arguing with yourself about reality and how you really truly feel. We don't only resist uncomfortable emotions, the flip side too, right? Sometimes we resist the beautiful ones, like receiving a compliment or feeling joy, experiencing peace, accepting help, feeling loved. Sometimes allowing ourselves to receive is just as difficult as allowing ourselves to feel the pain. So let's do another imagination. Imagine that you're standing beside a river and there's thoughts and feelings and sensations that are like flowing by in this river, flowing by in the water, right? And some of them are really calm and some are quick and some are muddy. Allowing, which is what we're talking about today, does not mean jumping into every current. Allowing means recognizing that the river's flowing, whether we fight it or not. We can stand on the bank, we can watch, notice, breathe, and eventually the water changes. Because rivers always keep moving, as does life. So the lane reset method begins with pause. Then allow. The pause creates the space, and allow softens our resistance to what is reality. The next steps are choose and engage. Choose gives a direction. Engage brings that choice into everyday life, into reality. So each step prepares us for the next. So practice today. Let's just do a simple practice. Let's take a slow breath. Breathe in and out. Keep breathing and just notice a sensation that you're having in your body. Keep breathing. Notice an emotion. Brinsley, stop. Hey. Sorry, guys. Doodles. Notice an emotion that you're having. Keep breathing. Mine is annoyance right now. Brinsley. Hey. Dingling, come here. Stop. Thank you. Good boy. Let's take that back, okay? Let's breathe. Breathe in and out. Now notice the sensation in your body. Keep breathing. And notice an emotion. Mine is much calmer now. Notice a thought that you're having. And instead of trying to change that thought, just quietly say to yourself, this is what's here. This is my reality. Again, this is what's here. Nothing to fix, just allowing. Now, allowing doesn't keep us stuck. Fighting reality often does. Think about that. Allowing doesn't keep us stuck, but fighting the reality of what's happening often does. It makes it more difficult. So when we stop arguing with what reality is and what is here, we create that space to choose what can happen next. It's good stuff. So what feeling have you been trying to push away? It's a good reflection question. What feeling maybe are you pushing away that just wants to be noticed, acknowledged? Something to consider. And if today's conversation resonated with you and you'd like to explore it a little bit deeper, I've created the Empowered Lane Workbook. It's a companion to this journey. And inside it, you'll find simple awareness practices, reflections, and prompts, the Lane Reset Method, and practical exercises that can help you build your own personal reset system, which is the cool part. It's personal to you. You build it, so it's yours. And I recommend this for every person, but this is even great to do with your children, little itty bitties, tweens, almost adults. Down below, you'll find the link in the description if it feels something that would be supportive for you or your family. And then there's also an evening reset that's free. It's down below. It's just a 5-minute quickie reset that helps you at the end of your day to plant a seed, release the day basically, and plant a seed for the next day. If you're enjoying the series, I hope that you continue to the next episode, because there we're going to explore the third step, of the Lane Reset Method, which is choose. We talked about that earlier. Pause, allow, choose, engage. So thank you for spending these few moments with me in the awareness lane. Just remember, pause, allow, choose your next step, and engage. It's just one moment, one breath, one choice at a time. And that makes you part of the now moment movement. Woohoo! Until next time, I am so happy that you are here to stay open, stay present, stay authentic. And from my iced tea to yours, cheers, clink, clink. Ciao for now. I will see you next time. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, peeps.